You're watching The Edward Fowler Show. Now, here's your host, Edward Fowler.
Welcome back to another exciting episode here on YouTube. And tonight I am thrilled to finally have on the lead singer of the Now UK, because I've been trying to get the lead singer on for a while now. So we finally got it official, finally, after all this time. So it's a pleasure to have on the lead singer of a fantastic band from South Wales. So it's good to have a Welsh singer on the show for once. They are a part of a great band, and it's called The Now. Great name, the Now UK, because there is another band called the same name, but they are somewhere else and they're not as cool as these guys. So please welcome on the lead singer, Shane. Welcome to the show.
Hello everyone. How you all doing? Yeah, I'm not too bad. Yeah, I'm enjoying myself.
Good. How is the weather down there today?
Terrible. It's always terrible in Wales. It needs to lighten up. I need a tan. I need to get back.
Yes. Well, hopefully it gets a bit warmer for you guys soon. It's getting a bit warmer up here in Manchester, so hopefully things will start to get better as this month progresses.
Yeah, definitely.
But I mean, how has this year been for you guys so far? Because you've got a lot of great things coming out. Of course, you had your new single and album coming out, and how is everything in that sense going?
Yeah, it's been amazing. Yeah, obviously it's our debut album, so it's been new to us all. It's been new feelings to us all. It's a mix of emotions, to be fair. We're just waiting now, and we're ready to start recording the second album, and that's the plan next, I think.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It sounds exciting for you guys to, you've been on a skyrocket over the past few years, and it's cool to see that you're finally getting to do something new and fresh as well. And hopefully the feedback has been positive with your fan base so far with the album.
Yeah, it's been all positive. Everyone has said it's such a great first album. So we have to, make something better now the next time.
Well, that's it. That's all you can do. You can just try and keep improving, but you are learning at the same stage. So you might not, smash as good as the first album, but people will still love it either way.
Yeah.
But on the new album, though, I have to say, because when I saw the cover art used for it, I'll show you here on the if you watch this through YouTube. Of course, if you're not, then you should. You should see this lovely picture on your screen there of the artwork of you guys lined up like you've been in jail or something. What was the inspiration behind that?
It's just the whole point of the album is Too Hart To Handle. It's so that's our crime. We've just created something that's a masterpiece, and it's just too hot to handle. So that's the whole idea of the boards.
Right. Okay, I get you. It's something different. It's unique and very creative, I have to say. And where did you get the jumpsuits from?
They were from our recent video, which we used for Get Out. I bought them from Screwfix.
Oh, right. Okay. That's quite clever.
We went to Screwfix and bought some, and I bought two of the wrong sizes. So Will looked like a pillow.
That's hilarious.
Like a flat-out mattress.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
At least you didn't buy it from Amazon or something like that. At least you went to an actual place and bought. This is quite cool. And I wouldn't have thought you went to Screwfix of all places, but who knew you could buy something like that from Screwfix? So I learned something new today.
Yeah, there was a new one for me as well.
But so what's the inspiration then for your next big idea? Are you going to do something else along the lines of those jump streets, or something completely different and wacky to get people's attention? Because that's certainly, I think, looking at an outside looking in, I think that's got a good eye for T-Dale to get people looking in to see, who are these guys? What are these guys about? If you never listened to you guys before, type thing.
Yeah, there's something more unique coming next time.
Oh, cool.
We completely change it, like a certain aspect of our sound, because we got a new keyboard player now, Sam, who's just joined the band. So that just opens some, new doors and new sounds to us. So it's going to be exciting.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Sounds exciting for sure. I can't wait to see what the what is going to be next, and I hope as well, as because you guys are very busy with all these different interviews you guys have to do and everything like that. Hopefully, I can have the privilege of having you on to talk about the next project and hear about the wacky way of promoting the single or the next album you guys release. And being from South Wales as well, this is unique, I guess, as well, to attracting not just people from where you live and nearby, but also people from across the UK and across many different countries as well. Was that always what you guys set out to do, trying to reach people within Wales and the surrounding areas, or as well being able to reach people from all over the world?
Honestly, all over the world. Most of our listeners on Spotify and over the radio and other musical platforms are mainly in America, which is it's just bizarre to us because like how we capture in America. How are they feeling connected to us as a band? So yeah, like we had a lot of help. Obviously, we had the guitarist for Bruce Springsteen, who decided to play our stuff all across America. Stephen Van Zandt, his name is. So we were very fortunate and lucky to have that.
And he's like a legend as well, isn't he? In the business, Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, he's the man. What's the word for? He's the
goat.
No, the guy. He's got a I'm sure he's called the man, and he, like Elvis, was the king.
Yeah.
And I think Bruce Springsteen is the man. I believe.
I like that. If it's not a saying already, it is after today. Bruce Springsteen, the man. And not many people can say that Bruce Springsteen has played their tracks or their albums or whatever it is. So you're in a prestigious place, I guess, in that sense, to gain new audiences who would never otherwise might not have never heard of your music or your work.
Yeah, exactly. When Stephen first played our tracks across America, it was just like, wow, he's in the Bruce Springsteen E Street Band. Like it was crazy. It was mental.
When did you guys first heard about it? Through your guitarist, or was it or was it through his people directly, or?
It was through the radio station, because we had a coolest track of the month, and then that led to the coolest track in the world. Mm-hmm. But we came third. We came below Jeff Beck with Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
So we came third, and it was obviously across the radio station, so we got to publicly announce it. So they contact us via email, our management. So
that's cool. And what's been I guess when you first heard about your music is being played across the radio, I bet that's one of those goals ticked off, because I guess any musician would love to hear their music being played on any radio station or anywhere really. So I bet that was a big goal of yours to get that ticked off.
Yeah, definitely. It's strange because a goal gets hit, you hit the goal, but then the next time it happens, then it's not as nice. And you want more. So you aim for the next goal then, and then that's what I'm like anyway as a person. And I've always done that in life. So yeah, what's next? And I don't really know.
And on that as well, not what's next, but also like how do you top that as well, isn't it? Because like what can you top being on the radio?
Yeah, exactly. It's a tough one. It's
yes.
Maybe play in space or something like that. I don't know.
This is a late show to keep people's minds in tune here. This is what I like to do, but it's good. It's good conversation. I like it. But I mean, it's a true point, because for any musician, when they reach that one of them big goals, it's like, how do you top that? Type thing. So So it's gonna be good to see how you do that. Maybe through a commercial or something like that, I guess, as well.
Yeah, they say that a lot of like musicians obviously struggle after it because like the rise is amazing, but then when you're there, it's like
how do you stay there, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's nicer to rise. I think rise gradually instead of being like bang.
Yeah. Like you do get some bands or solo singers where they have one big tune, and then next minute it's like, how can I top that? And then they either somehow stay relevant or they just disappear, and then they come back again, or you never hear from them again. But like some guy in South Korea who had a few big tunes and now he's just faded away.
Yeah, there's so many of them. Westlife, man.
Yeah, Westlife. Yeah, that's a good throwback. But I'm sure you guys will be around for many, many years to come. And there'll be many people listening or watching this who will be hearing you guys for the first time, or you especially tonight, and will want to know where on earth you guys came up for the name of the band name, because it's quite a good name to use, I guess, and it's quite different and unique. But why did you go with that specific name?
It was just something that rolled off the tongue, to be honest. You can, for whoever's listening,
yes,
you can go and, dig, and you can try and find out yourself why we're called the Now. I don't want to give it all away easy for you all. So.
I like that, because you do want to use your brains. I do like it as well sometimes, so I like that.
Yeah, but it was more of a roll off the tongue moment.
Oh, okay. How would you say, was it? Did it come quite quickly, or did it take a few hours, or a few days, or a few months to come up with? Or
it was so quick, honestly. It was like we're making a band. What's it going to be called? Da 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 da.
Well, it's very successful, and it's definitely you do guys have a good following. And I must mention as well, since we are on the subject of it, you can find, of course, the band The Now UK on most social media. You can find them on Facebook right there, on X, on Instagram. You've also got a website as well, which you can feel free to plug right now if you do know that.
Yep, so that's the nowuk.com.
Yep.
Nice and simple.
Nice and simple indeed. TheNowUK.com, where you can catch all the latest information from updates, upcoming tours, and all the latest information you need to know. Go back to the UK now, whatever it is. But you can find them on social media, because they're more active on social media though, because of the fact that they are able to, post and interact and engage. And I guess as well, looking as an outsider again, looking in, is I can see why you guys are very popular as well, because of the fact that you're able to engage with your fan base and they know what you want and vice versa, and it works two ways, and many people forget that, or they don't understand that very well.
Yeah, definitely. The fans are the most important. If we don't have them, we don't make music. No one listens to our music, so the fans are the most important.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And is there any particular goals you want to accomplish within 5 years for the band, or for yourself in general, which there's something you want to do before it's too late?
It's never going to be too late. We're going for it. We're going to go right to the top. We're going to go for it. We're going to go Glastonbury. We're going to play it, and I'm very confident with that.
All right.
I think after the albums we're going to be making in the near future, I think we're definitely going to be there, ready for it.
No, absolutely. I completely agree with you, and I think you're almost there. You're almost at that point. You've got the popularity, you've got the songs, the album. You're smashing every part of it.
Yeah, I think just getting more years to listen to us. I think then we're out there and we're ready to see who we are. We just need people to see who we are. So.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Now regarding, of course, the album itself, of course, there's a few different tracks on it. Of course, you've got, of course, Too Hart To Handle. You got Devil Inside of Me. You've got Wind Up. When you were making these tracks and coming up for the individual names, what was the inspiration behind some of them?
I usually make the names from the lyrics that I write. So it's not really like a hidden gem or you mean something, but it's quite out there.
Yeah.
I wanted to mean something differently to each individual person, because somebody could be going through something at the time and they could hear the song differently to what I have meant to put across. So I think our songs are open for that. They're open to be whatever the listener wants them to be.
On that point, because the way you just said that, like, people will hear it and think of it differently from how you wrote it and meant it or whatever. It's like when reading emails or text messages, people read things differently, don't they? So I guess it's a good way to interpret it, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. You paint your own picture in your own head. So.
Yeah, most definitely. Is there anybody you would like to collaborate with? So could we see maybe in the future the East and the Bruce Springsteen of the world joining up with yourselves, or anybody else in particular you want to work with?
There's so many.
There's so many good bands out there, isn't there? To be like, oh, I would love to work with them. Oh. You can name as many as you like. So you know.
Maybe collab songwriting with like Robert Plant or something like that.
Oh yeah.
That'd be just like sick.
Yeah. Fair enough. You've got a good background behind you, by the way, and we have many different people on the show with different backgrounds and whatnot, and it seemed like a nice, relaxing place behind you. And going into that, when you're not coming up with ideas for lyrics for songs or with team members practicing and whatnot, how do you actually relax? Do you ever relax?
I really don't. Honestly, you can ask every single person that knows me, and they will say that Shane never stops. And I really don't. I don't think I've ever stopped. I think the time I stop is when I'm gone.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. Well, hopefully I'll be not for many, many more years to come, obviously. Now, of course, throughout the show, we have seen your arm with a tattoo, with your hand with a tattoo on it. What's the story behind that?
The tattoo on my arm is, well, this one.
Yeah, that's the one.
It's a crow. So have you ever seen The Crow, the Brandon Lee film?
Yes. So
that's one of my favorite films. So The Crow, and then I got my acoustic guitar and the strings then.
Oh, that's cool.
The guitarist in the film. So yeah, so when I'm playing my acoustic guitar, it's right by the hole, so I'm not covered in the hole. It's right there.
Yes, that is very cool. Yeah, it's very cool. That just wondering. That's all. Of course, if you're not watching this and you're listening through our podcast sites, you're missing the best bits of action here. Not just because of the conversation, but of other inciting topics that have come up throughly. So of course, you've played in many different places, and I'm guessing one of the big festivals you would love to play is as well. Is Glastonbury.
Yeah,
that's probably be one of your goals to do. You already got a bit of exposure through another festival in the past, haven't you? So I guess festival shows are different and vibrant compared to arena shows, I guess, because at arena shows you know who's going to come to them, while at festivals you can get all sorts of different people, existing and potential new fans.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. It's a festival it's a completely different gig.
Yeah.
It's a completely different vibe. Everyone is out there to vibe off new music and take new music's how can I say it? Be open to new music.
Yeah.
But with a gig, it's like they're going to watch who they are, type thing.
Yeah, no, it's great to see, and I like how Owen is very supportive as well of each person, each band at festivals, and You know, unlike on social media where people are like, oh, I don't like that, or that wasn't very good, blah blah blah. Well, we don't like
Yeah.
something, don't watch it or whatever. But I mean, at these festival shows, I just feel like everybody is into it, even if you have no idea who's performing. You know, you're just joining in, and it's great.
Exactly. Yep. You just nailed it.
Short and sweet. I like that from you. So you said earlier on that you're quite big in America because of the exposure you've been given. Is there another continent you would like to expand into as the now?
Yeah. Asia, in the sense like Japan.
Oh yeah.
I think we'd do very well over there with our sound. So yeah, maybe China as well. Do you mean? So it's a big landmass, a lot of people there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And you know, there's some great bands who have come out of those places who have gone on to do some great things. So I can't see why you guys can't break into those markets as well as maybe even Australia as well. Good old down under.
Yeah, you can't forget about Australia. Partly AC/DC, do you mean?
Yeah, AC/DC. Yeah, that's another throwback there for you. You trying to get me? You trying to get me sued, eh? With all these throwback songs you're giving out. But if you had to choose a track from your new album for people to listen to,
yeah,
what would it be?
So if you're if you're driving on the road and you want to, put the throttle to the throat, I should say, I would go for Devil Inside Me. And if you're chilled, you're laying back now, so you want to go to sleep, but you can't sleep because you've just been listening to, I don't know, Royal Blood or something like that, then go and put on Live and Die.
Live and Die. I love that, yeah. Good name for a song as well. Live or Die.
Yeah.
So I guess you guys live on the edge, and with that as well, living on the edge, you guys have done something very good, which is great to see because of the fact that you can not only just, you don't have to download the stream, you can also buy it on CD, you can buy it on vinyl as well. How cool I bet that was, having your album be on vinyl, because of course 5 years ago or so, even longer than that, vinyl was apparently dead and it was going to stay dead, and then all of a sudden it's just come as a resurgence, and now everything's back on vinyl. So I bet that was a cool moment because you probably thought growing up that vinyl's dead and that CD is the best bit, and now it's not that anymore.
Yeah, it's just a circle and everything comes back around, and I think it's cool now. It's in a trend, vinyl.
Yes.
Do you mean I got them all over my walls?
Oh yes, that's good. Memorabilia. They'll be worth thousands of pounds in years and years to come, because
six figures. Come on, Edward, 6 figures, not thousands.
Yes, 6 figures. Yes, I agree with you there. Most definitely, 100%. Well, before I let you go, is there anything which I might not have mentioned to you that you think is very important to mention to get off your chest? Feel free to. He's thinking.
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. I'm thinking what I can get off my chest.
Yes, but I might not have mentioned.
If everyone can go and comment on our social media, the next hairstyle our drummer has to have. Okay. So we'll do that.
Okay. I like that. I like that one. So do that today. He's serious about that battle, right? Yes. He's not making up. So go to any of their social medias. Let Shane know what hairstyle you want him to have next, and he will deliver.
Yeah, not me, my drummer. Yes. I'm not delivering anything. My hair is staying as it is.
Unless there's a 6-figure sum in it, then he might be tempted.
Maybe.
I got to say as well, before we do let you go, that there's many reality shows out there as well, isn't there? And is there a particular reality show you would love to do or destined to do before it's too late?
Every single one of them. I'm going out to the band, going out with them all.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, it's not anything that comes to mind right now. But
That's good. That's good. But I'm sure when offers are thrown at you, you're like, "Ooh, should I do it or should I not do it?" Depending what the show is, obviously. But
yeah, something will come up,
yeah,
and that's the one.
yeah, that's the one for
Right.
you. That's the one for you. Do you watch much TV shows by any chance when you're not traveling?
If I get time to, yeah, then I will watch a TV show. I like to. I think that is my, you know, settle down moment
Yeah.
where I film on, maybe.
Yeah. Well, what was the last show you either watched or been watched then? Just for people maybe can relate to. Like, oh, he likes what I like or something like that, for instance.
I recently watched that, Baby Ranger.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a strange one.
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, a lot of people saying that. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched many, since. And when I watched that, I was like, what's TV getting into? Like, what's going on? Yeah, it's a massive change to when I watched something before, I suppose.
Yeah, I like that. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on, Shane. It's been quite the time to get you on the show when we've had it done, and you've been comedic, you've been entertaining, you've been insightful, you've brought some insightful information. So we really appreciate that. And again, I must mention you can find Shane's and the band across social media, The Now UK on Facebook, X, Instagram, and also thenowuk.com as well, where you can check out all the latest information, what the band's up to, what each member's doing as well. And don't forget to check out the new debut album of The Now as well, which is very exciting and it's very good. So you should check it out on all your favorite platforms. Buy it as well because it does support Shane and the band, because by buying it, it gives the credit to them for making it, and all the time and effort goes into making a great debut album.
And it gives us the dollar.
Yes, indeed, because nowadays it's a bit harder to do so, isn't it? Because years ago it was a lot easier compared to nowadays because of streaming.
I'm living off beans and toast, Edward.
Yes.
All the time, beans and toast.
Yes, not a good combination. Like it's like living on. It's like being on I'm a Celebrity, but not in the jungle.
Exactly.
Yeah. But if you enjoyed the episode, make sure to smash the like button, share the show around, tell them about Shane and tell them about the Now UK, tell them about how they are the up-and-coming band of 2024, tell them more about how Bruce Springsteen is the man as well, by the way, and leave a comment for any future questions you want to see me ask Shane, and any future questions or comments you may have regarding the show. And until the next episode drops, which will be soon, then if you like my content, you should subscribe to it, because we've got over 236 subscribers as of this video. So do support it if you want to see more of these great interviews and insightful chit chats, as I want to call them. But then, until then though, enjoy the rest of your morning, night, evening or afternoon.